in the game. Can't do that against a good team. I thought we played a few series pretty well early in the game and got them in third and 10. Third and 10 plus. The 1 4th down and a couple third and longs. We couldn't get off the field. And whether it was a pass rush, onto Jalen, or it was just not making plays in the secondary, lost the ball, quite frankly, to be honest with you, once. And ball hung up there forever. They made a play, and early in the game is that was a big focus. Certainly, we didn't slow them down. They've done that all year, and so they can continue to do it. It's a good team, so go ahead and open it up from there.
As a quarterback, when you ended up sending Jackson out there for the first drive, what led to him going out as opposed to maybe Jeff for the first drive?
Just the decision Coach Yost and I made during the week.
We heard you talking to the team. What were you saying to them, trying to motivate them to keep moving forward?
Talking to the team right now. Guys eavesdropping. We got to work on these walls in here. I'm just kidding. The message is that it's a process. So many times I think we get short-sighted by results. I understand I get paid to deliver results, but there's not quick fixes, and it's process-driven, and it's the way you live your life and the way you're practicing and everything that we're doing, and just internalizing things and looking internal first before you look external. And you always look at your own performance and how could I have gotten them better, ready to play? How could I have practiced better? Any of that stuff. And you always internalize things. And then you've got to, leaders got to bring guys along. And, we're not where we want to be yet. But for the fair amount, I got a lot of guys busting their tail and competing. And we'll continue to do that. And I think they played with the passion. And you can't spot the best team in the league. The defending champ 4 times in a row, you can't spot them, whatever it was, 17, whatever, right out of the gate. You can't do that.
We know how good Jalen Hurts has been in the past at Alabama. What did you see just in this game and on film of what he's done at OU this year?
I don't know if I studied all the Alabama stuff, over the summer, but you see enough of it. I think he's really improved as a passer. He's patient. It seems like he's going through his progressions, not afraid to dump it down, not afraid to throw it away. Seems to have a pretty keen sense in the pocket of when it's collapsing, and you see some stuff. And then he's athletic to really make you pay if you're not rushing the upfield shoulder. Certainly that happened to us at least twice that I can remember where we're not rushing the upfield shoulder and the guy can make you pay coming out of the pocket. But he has a kind of a keen sense of awareness in the pocket.
What were your thoughts on Jet's performance today?
Good, but none of us did anything good enough to win. There's things he has to do better and be sharper with, whether it's getting us in the right signal and the right play a little quicker sometimes, and we need to protect for him a little bit better. But, I like the way he competed. He had a good look in his eye. The things that he was coming back and saying on the sidelines were spot on. So you see a sense as a quarterback, the guy's actually seeing what he's supposed to see. So.
Follow that up. What kind of look did Jackson have in his eye?
Oh, he had a good look. He was fine.
Since Texas Tech fans and Tech media have really only seen him a few plays before today, obviously he's 6'5" guy, good size build. What do you feel like he is capable of if he could have got it going? Of course, the reason you go with him is because you foresee him being what kind of quarterback?
I don't understand your question, though, Don.
What do you feel like he can do?
Oh, yeah.
What do you feel like he could do well?
Accuracy, putting the ball where it's supposed to go on time, a little bit maybe more in the passing game than Jet, down the field wise. Saw that in practice the last couple weeks. But really they were kind of neck and neck, and as a decision Coach Yost and I made during the week to go with him at the beginning.
Was it a case where you were hoping one of those guys would kind of become the hot hand?
Sure. Yeah. I think we had every intention of, if it wasn't that way, that we were going to go back to Jackson. But I thought Jet came in, and I thought his first couple series we moved the ball, and I thought he had a good look in his eye, and I kind of liked that. And then obviously at halftime thought that he gave us the best opportunity to get back into the game and be competitive in the second half.
A series there in the third quarter where y'all had the ball at the 20, inside the 25. You went 3 running plays in a row, including, I think, 3rd and 8, maybe. One up broke there, just before you kicked one of the field goals.
Yeah, 3rd and 8, I was going to go for it on 4th down. So instead of throwing a quick game, we thought we could catch them on a 3rd and 8 nickel package and run the ball because I was going to go for it on 4th down. It failed. I kicked a field goal because it was too far to go for it on 4th down.
When you think of so many playmakers, Land and Rambo and Hazelwood, all that, how can you adequately try to defend all that?
Recruit better and continue to not have attrition, develop guys. We got to continue to build our depth in the secondary, and we got to continue to recruit. That's how you do it.
And Matt, following
Those
up-
guys are elite. They're elite. They're really good.
And following up on that, I was gonna ask, Coach Patterson, I guess the first 3 games, y'all, for the most part, y'all been pretty happy with tackling, closing space and tackling. And today, you obviously had some big missed tackles. How much of that is because of elite skill position guys, and how much are you kicking yourselves that you didn't get those guys on the ground?
Probably combo. Pretty good observation, but and I think astute answer is a combination. I mean, you give credit where credit's due. They're elite backs, and CeeDee Lamb's one of the best wideouts in the country. We all know that. Last I looked and heard, and everybody told me this week, Jalen's leading in the Heisman ballot. He won't take a dip this week. So, I mean, you do that, but I certainly think it's a combination of us, whether it's not closing space, it's not running through, it's not striking off the hip, it's ducking your head, whatever it is, I'm sure there's a combination.
Talking about not wanting to spot Oklahoma in the league, but when you did today, how did you see that you guys mentally respond?
Oh, I think some probably did well and some didn't. And if we would all responded better, you'd have found a way to get off the field and score and tie the thing back up. We didn't do that, so yeah.
What about your gamble on 4th down going for your version of the refrigerator for the first down?
You talking about Jalen Hutchins? Yeah, that's a big old boy. That's a high school tailback. He's a little bit more athletic and nimble than you think. Yeah, strike one up for the big boys. Yeah.
That's something we said in the future, you're kind of a gambling kind of guy.
I don't know if I'm a gambler. I'm a calculated, aggressive guy. That was something that was very well calculated out throughout the week, and you got to be an aggressive play caller when the time fits. But in all of that, to be honest with you guys, you got to have this. You have the right situation. I wish the score had been a little closer to do that because I think we'd have gained a little bit more momentum. But I wasn't going back on the plane with that call. And the situation presented itself. Sometimes you have stuff ready to go and the situation doesn't present it, or you have stuff ready to go and they don't give you the look that you've seen on tape all week or 3 straight weeks. And of course they're coming off a bye week too, so just like us. So we showed different stuff. Some of our stuff worked, some of ours didn't, and they showed some stuff that was completely different. But I don't look at it as gambling. I think it was pretty well calculated, but you got to be an aggressive play caller at that point.
You didn't want to, in fall camp, you didn't want to talk about kickers, and now Trey was perfect today. How much more do you trust him now than you did maybe 1 month ago?
I think certainly once you put evidence on tape and you do it as the season goes on, I think it's guys prove their worth, and I think Trey certainly kicked off well. He's kicked field goals well. Austin's played well, Rizzo for that matter. All those freshmen in the batteries, all those specialists have I think played well. They've responded. They responded in a big environment today.
Now, you talked all week about you could not afford to give them a fast start, which they've had in every game. Against the other teams that they played, and you mentioned Montgomery got spot on 17 points. Did you feel, was there at all any deer in the headlights for any of your guys?
I think it's the things that we did to try to avoid that was number one, take the ball to begin with. What didn't go as scripted is a couple first downs. I mean you get off the field and then all of a sudden you don't rush the quarterback at the upfield shoulder, and like I was mentioning, the guy gets out and he breaks a long run, and then all of a sudden you can't give up a 3rd down. And so I think it's from an execution standpoint, we didn't do what we wanted to do, and that's pretty obvious, I think, to everybody.
Coach Wills?
What's up, Buck?
Hey, Coach, good to see you.
Good.
Coach, of course, obviously being from Tulsa, Oklahoma, just kind of describe the experience that, you know, you had, you know, coming back. I mean, this is a place you came here a lot as, you know, growing up. And just kind of describe the magnitude of being able to coach in this game at OU.
Yeah.
Big 12 opener.
Yeah. You know, from an individual standpoint, neat, pretty cool. I respect the school, the tradition. You know, was the experience good? No, we got our butt beat. So that wasn't good. Everything leading up to that was good. But you know, I knew we had to play very, very well right out of the gate because they've done that to everybody, and we didn't. So, you know, once you know, it's not about me though. You know, all your family is here. You got high school coaches here, and certainly many of our guys of our team and other coaches have too. But you know, where we play in the Big 12 region, we're going to have that each and every week. So I think we'll all be used to it from now on from that standpoint. But this game's not about me. It's about those players, and my job is to get them to play better and recruit better and develop better.
Coach, 1 for 14 on third downs for you guys today. Is that just a matter of you guys need to get in more manageable situations?
Yeah, you know, I don't know about the second half, Eric. Good question. Just because I haven't dwelled on the second half, but that's certainly the story in the case for the first half. We were in tougher, manageable situations. I mean, a lot of 3rd and 7+.
Got time for about a couple more. Will you tell us anything about Adrian Fry, what he did?
I haven't talked to Doc. I haven't heard anything from Doc yet.
Basher's touchdown was called back.
Yeah.
How much of a momentum shift was that? Because you get it 24 to 14 with
A little bit. You know, I don't want to say, you know, just speculation, but yeah, there was a little bit of a downer. Kind of hard to overcome that as a coach and change a sideline, but there was a little bit because yeah, there was a really good boost of momentum and emotional momentum on the sidelines at that point.